Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. My name is Berkeley and today we are playing yet another Monkey Island adventure game by LucasArts. This time this is the Curse of Monkey Island, which is made, which is the third in the series. And yeah, this is, I've already got everything all ready, so we can just get straight into gaming. But yeah, I hope everyone is having a nice day. And yeah, let's carry on. We'll be playing it on the Mega Monkey mode, which is basically hard mode. Make sure it is picking up properly. No, it's not. Let me just double check that game capture. Yes, no. Why isn't it picking it up? Hmm. Why it's not picking it up properly? But I may just change it to. Oh, let me just change it to screen capture instead. Where is it? Window. Add source. Add source. There we go. Right, let's just put it down the right spot. Hide you, lock you. There we go. For some reason game capture don't want to work with it, but anyway. There we go. Now I fixed it. Right.
Captain's log. Guybrush Threepwood. Lost at sea for days now. I have no crew or navigational instruments. No provisions except a half-eaten corn dog, and unless I find water soon, I'm surely done for. Only the hope of finding my love, Elaine, keeps me going. My quest for the fabulous treasure called Big Whoop has left me in this sorry state. I thought it would bring me fame and glory. Instead, it delivered me into the clutches of my enemy, the zombie pirate LeChuck. I had thwarted his evil plot to marry Elaine, and he was after revenge. Really thirsty now. If only I could have a small drink of fresh water, I might have the strength to sail on. Oh, but I know there's nothing but ocean for miles and miles. If I could reach land, I might find water and some food. Fruit, maybe. Something to fight off the scurvy and help me get my strength back. Maybe some bananas. Oh, why do I torture myself like this? I might as well wish for some chicken and a big mug of grog for all the good it'll do me. Oh, my sweet Elaine. Am I cursed to starve here on this ocean without seeing your face just one more time? Am I...
Turn it down a little bit. Well, you lot anyway. Always love the music in these games. So I'll just skip this. Probably should. There we go. Part 1, The Demise of the Zombie Pirate LeChuck. This game has 6 parts rather than the usual 4, but some of them are rather short, so it doesn't really matter.
I've got to get out of here and help Elaine.
Turn that back
Only
up.
get through this one door. Well, then I could easily overpower the armed guards above, slip over the side, and make for the shore.
Quit your mumbling, captive! Blast ye scurvy dogs!
Got that. Do you remember the controls? Yep, we just stick that right down our trousers.
This'll
Do we need
make
to write?
you rue that.
It's all tangled up in all that debris.
No.
I can't pick it up.
Stand back!
Aren't you a little short for a pirate?
Hold your tongue, captive, or I'll be holding it for ya.
Ew. Are you wearing a fake beard?
Blood knows the pirate would not have a fake beard.
Yes, it is. It's been glued to your ear hair.
Actually, it's a highly sophisticated beard weave, made from the chest and back hair of real pirates. I'm hoping it'll take root if I don't wash it for a while.
Hey, wait a minute. You're not a pirate. Wally! Don't you recognize me? It's Guybrush Threepwood.
Oh, gee. Hello, Mr. Wood.
Let's turn that up. I see the music's a bit loud, so that'll be.
The last time I saw you, we were prisoners in LeChuck's dungeon. Why would you sign on with a ship of the living dead?
Well, Mr. Brush, at first I had some misgivings about it. But thanks to LeChuck's seminars, motivational lectures, and audio books on Parrot, I've become a vicious corsair. You can too. Ask me how.
We'll just skip that.
I'm not in the mood for sales hype.
Here. At least take this literature. You may change your mind.
You're a failure as a pirate.
Shut your trap, you yellow-bellied blowfish. One more peep out of you, and I'll do you in.
Just go ahead and shoot.
That's it. I'm gonna blast you. I'm gonna... I can't do it. I just can't. You're right, Mr. Wood. I'm just not a pirate. I'm not ferocious or bloodthirsty or hateful or anything. I'm not even I'm not even unpleasant.
Ah.
Oh.
Unfortunately, we did have
Oh,
to
there.
upset him because we need this. A plastic hook. And use that with that. I don't remember where the helium blues came from, but we won't ask.
I can't quite squeeze past this cannon.
Oh wait, I remember now. I have to use the cannon.
Hey, you're getting a little closer, pal!
Watch where you're shooting.
Whose side are you on?
You're gonna get us all killed. It's like you're not one of LeChuck on the game.
Oops.
Yeah, you can hit the castle as well. There we go.
Hey, I'm getting pretty good at this.
Yes.
Ooh, gross. All the bones and stuff are floating towards the ship.
Now we go at it.
Well, they've messed with the wrong skull this time.
Yeah, we'll talk to him a bit.
Can I call you Bob?
You may call me Murray. I am a powerful demonic force. I am the harbinger of your doom, and the forces of darkness will applaud me as I stride through the gates of hell, carrying your head on a pike.
Stride?
All right, then roll. Roll through the gates of hell. Must you take the fun out of everything?
It's been swell talking to you.
Run then. Run. Run away from the fearsome skull. Until you die, I shall revisit you in your most horrible nightmares.
Whatever.
I always love Murray.
If I could just get my hands on that gunner. If I could just get my hands, period. Hey, that's my arm. Give that back.
And we just do that.
Hey,
There we go. All very important. Maybe. Right, use this cutlass on the restraining rope.
Haha! Taste cold steel, feeble cannon restraint rope.
There we go. Now we use the cannon.
Now, with the demon flames of this voodoo cannonball, I'll blast my significant other into the significant other world. That'll show her how much I truly care. Neptune's navel, that was a close one.
It might be sinking a little bit.
Hey, I lost my cutlass when the ship capsized.
Right, what do we need? It is that one. Pick up that.
It's a bag of wooden nickels. Some treasure. Hey, there's a big diamond ring behind this bag.
And pick up that ring. And unfortunately, we can't take any of this with us. So we need this ring. And use it on the portal.
Guybrush? Guybrush! I thought I'd lost you forever. Is it really you?
Yes, Elaine. Did you really mean what you said out there? That I was the only man you ever loved?
Well, Yes, Guybrush, I guess I did.
Elaine, I'm a man of action. A swashbuckler, a rogue, a wanderer, a man who can hold his breath for 10 minutes. I have no ties and no regrets. I sail with the wind and go where adventure takes me. But somehow, something always leads
Guybrush,
me.
stop babbling.
Elaine, will you marry me?
Oh, Guybrush.
Oh. Wally? You're alive! But how did you survive the explosion?
I was thrown clear. I'm just lucky I wasn't wearing my seatbelt. Wow, Elaine, that's some ring.
Thank you, Wally. It's an engagement ring from Guybrush.
Hey, that looks just like the big diamond ring LeChuck had in his treasure hold. You know, the one with that ghastly, disfiguring voodoo curse on it. Well, I'm sure Guybrush wouldn't have given you that ring. Anyway, I gotta be going. I hear there's a tattoo removal place on this island that's Freckles safe. See you at the wedding.
Guybrush!
Yes. And that's part 1 done. Yes, part 1 is quite short. So part 3, 5 and 6 if I remember right.
Elaine? She's not gonna be happy about this.
Anyway, let's do our usual thing. Steal everything which is not nailed down.
Ouch!
We can't steal the chicken. Right, we have to head here.
Boo!
Ah!
It's Murray!
Oh, it's just you again.
Just your most terrifying image of evil revisited.
Yeah, right.
I bring you warning from the infernal realms. Do not go farther into the swamp. Turn back. Turn back. Darkness will envelop you.
How'd you get all the way up there?
Through sheer force of will.
Uh-huh.
All right, there was a bunch of those weird voodoo kids. They found me on shore and put me on top of this spike all the time, thinking they were so funny.
Do you need me to help you down?
Help! I need no help from you foolish mortals. I am Murray, the all-powerful demonic skull.
Okay, just thought I'd ask.
Don't get me wrong, I do appreciate the offer.
I'd love to stay and chat, but I gotta go.
Oh, there we go. He does turn up quite often. He is actually my favourite character in this game. Right. Bag of wooden nickels with a gumball machine.
Wow, I got a whole pack of gum.
Right, and we need paste and voodoo doll.
I don't need it. It's just a toy.
Oh wait, pin.
What a relief.
There we go. And then we pull on this tongue.
Who are you, and how did you just appear like that?
I am one gifted with a second sight, adept at manipulating the forces of nature for the benefit of all who enter my door.
You're a fashion consultant.
Well, yes, but that's not what I was referring to. I am a voodoo priestess.
Neat.
You're an autumn, by the way.
Don't I know you from somewhere?
We have known each other for a very long time, Guybrush Threepwood. You've been through much, so it is understandable that you have forgotten me. We met on Melee Island when you were first trying to become a pirate.
Hang on a second. Are we gonna do one of those flashback things? They always make me nauseous.
No, I'll make this quick. I twice helped you defeat the evil pirate LeChuck, first by preparing the voodoo antidote,
I'm starting to remember.
and then again by helping you prepare a voodoo doll of his zombie form.
That's right. Nice place. I love what you've done with it.
Thank you. You'll have to excuse the mess. The kids came over to play with their paper voodoo dolls. They're adorable children. Would you like to see some pictures?
Ooh, just checking something. There we go.
Perhaps later.
Yes, there's no time for that now. I sense that something terrible has happened.
Hey, you're good. Something terrible has happened. I finally proposed to Elaine.
Congratulations. That doesn't sound so terrible.
And when I placed the engagement ring on her hand, she was placed under a horrible pirate curse and trapped for eternity as a solid gold statue.
Oh, that explains it. I was struck with a wave of overwhelming hatred and anger.
Yeah, that LeChuck was a pretty mean guy.
I was talking about Elaine.
No, there's no time to worry about that now. We have to hurry.
Do not panic, Guybrush. She will be safe until we can break the curse. You only have to worry about her being stolen. Where did you hide her?
Hide her?
You didn't hide her? She's a solid gold statue on an island full of pirates. What were you thinking? Go, Guybrush, hurry, before you're too late.
Elaine! I've got to get her back. This is so embarrassing. Looks like I'm gonna need some more help. Someone's stolen Elaine.
That is unfortunate. It will be difficult to get her back.
Do you know who kidnapped her?
Not for certain, but I suspect that it's the mangy pirates anchored in Danger Cove.
Can you give me something to lift the curse?
No, LeChuck's curse is a very powerful one. Fueled by his anger and his intense frustration in dealing with the opposite sex. I have nothing here to lift so powerful a curse, but there is one way.
Great, tell me.
You have to replace the cursed ring with a pure one of greater or equal value. A good guideline is 2 months' salary.
Where am I gonna find a huge uncursed diamond ring?
Legends speak of a whopping big diamond ring on Blood Island.
Blood Island? I've never heard of it.
You will soon become quite familiar with it. But you must be careful, Guybrush. I have foreseen that your journey will be filled with peril and deception. I have also seen that Blood Island will be the place where you will die.
Die? Did you say die? As in me, dead?
Don't be such a baby.
Isn't there a less dangerous way?
No. The value of the ring on Blood Island comes from its emotional significance. It represents a pure, true love, a power greater than any other.
Oh, that's sweet. I think I have something in my eye.
Do not mock the voodoo priestess.
Blood Island, here I come. Thanks for your help. Gotta go.
There we go. Right. We can skip things like that, but let's go to town. I don't want to go there yet. I don't want to interact with him quite yet either. Pick up flyer.
Feeling down because your chicks turned to gold? Come to the swamp, get your fortune told. Voodoo and things.
Oh, right, you already been
Formerly
there.
just voodoo. Visit our new location on Plunder Island.
Right. Can't go in there yet. We need that door. Also, this clock up here will tell the right time. Even if it's pitch black outside in real life, it will still say the right time. Anyway, let's have a look at that.
Looks like a nice coat. With just a few flakes of unsightly dandruff.
Got the dandruff.
I'd hate people to think less of this guy just because of a slight problem with... Hey, this isn't dandruff. Oh.
Yeah, you probably don't want to know.
Watch me make this disappear.
Use magic wand on hat.
Nothing up my sleeve? Presto! Hey, it worked. There's something inside.
And we need this book. What else do we need?
It smells like something's burning. Must be this shoddy 17th century electrical wiring.
Yes.
Wait a second. Somebody's been monkeying around with these controls. I'll need to read the instructions before they'll work.
Don't need to do it up here yet. Because we need a map. Strange enough. No, that's...
It's an old travel trunk. It's covered with stickers from many faraway places.
Right. Where do we need to go now? I think most of these doors just go back on themselves. We have to go here.
Welcome, patron, to the Barbary Coast, where every haircut is an adventure.
Aye, and if you're wanting a haircut, you'll have to wait until I'm finished with Captain Rottingham here.
Are you guys pirate barbers?
We prefer the term buccaneer hairstylists.
Hi, Nick.
Great! Maybe you guys can help me find this
Welcome to the
huge
stream.
diamond ring I'm looking for.
Diamond ring?
Yeah, it's supposedly enormous, and it's on Blood Island.
Blood Island? Never heard of it.
It's a funny story, really. I need it to lift this curse that's turned my girlfriend into a solid gold statue.
Solid gold?
Wait a second, did I just share too much?
Right. Need to use lice, because that's what we picked up with this comb.
Holy infestation! You've been struck with the hair demons.
What are you talking about?
The cursed head vermin, the scourge of every hygienic sailor on the 7 seas.
That's a lie!
Sure as I'm standing here, they're wriggling about your scalp like a pack of wretched sea lions.
Good analogy.
This calls for drastic action. I'm bringing in old Ironsides.
No, let's not be too rash.
Rash? That's a bad sign.
There's no time to lose. I'm going to have to amputate.
No, you'll ruin my hair!
Yes.
Ahoy there! I'm Guybrush Threepwood, here to serve all your mighty pirate needs.
Pleasure to meet you, Guybrush. I am Haggis McMutton of the clan McMutton.
He's not dead. Unfortunately, we have to encounter him later. Let's get a haircut.
I sure could use a haircut.
Have a seat, laddie, and I'll do you up with a fine coif.
I have to use the handle and pick up paperweight.
Ugh, blast that ineffectual paperweight. I'll have to go find another.
But what about my haircut?
Keep your skirt on, lad.
Right. All the way up. And in true point-and-click fashion, we steal everything.
Phew. Well, I searched the whole island, and I couldn't have found a single rock for a paperweight. I suppose I'll just have to eyeball your haircut.
I just remembered I have another appointment.
Oh, I was going to give you a French braid, too.
Let's talk to them all.
Ahoy there! I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
So,
It's good to meet you, Mr.
Bill.
Bill? That's your pirate name, Bill?
Cutthroat Bill.
Oh, I see. Well, that puts a whole new spin on it, doesn't it? Are you ever going back to pirating?
Maybe. Someday. If I find the right captain.
Perfect! I'll be your captain. Onward to Blood Island and high adventure. Wanna come?
You, a captain? Hardly.
No.
I'm the mighty pirate who defeated LeChuck.
And what do you have to show for it?
I've got a ton of cool stories.
Treasure? Immense mounds of gold and diamonds? Solid gold scepters of power? Anything?
Well, I've got these nickels.
Wooden?
Yeah.
Some treasure hunter you are. You couldn't find gold in a jewelry shop.
You're right. Sorry to bother you.
And we'll talk to you this last one.
Ahoy there! I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
Of course you are.
Okay then, who are you?
Edward Van Helgen.
Not thee!
That's right, mine is the name that pirates fear the most. Edward Snugglecakes Van Helgen.
Dude! How would you like to join my ever-growing pirate crew?
Your crew? Why would I want to be on your crew?
It's gonna be a blast! We're going to Blood Island.
Sorry, Threepwood. As much as I'd love to be out at sea again, I could never serve a captain who wasn't a gentleman and who wasn't my equal.
Fine, be that way. Whoa, look at the time. Gotta scoot.
Right. Yeah, we have to challenge each and every single one of them. Van Helgen, we have to beat at a duel. What was it? Cutthroat Bill, we have to find some gold, which we have to do some other things for. And Haggis, we have to also win a challenge against him.
I wonder if this plaque says something about the flower I just cut. Ipecac, Cephalus ipecacuana, one of the creeping vines common throughout Plunder Island. The syrup made from the ipecac flowers was used by the early settlers of Plunder Island as a purgative.
There we go. And we head up over here. Alright,
I wonder what this sign means. Snake crossing. What possible harm could a snake?
yes, we have just got eaten by a snake.
Well, this isn't good.
Right, let's see. We need to use Ipecac. Syrup.
It makes syrup of ipecac. That seems logical.
We use that with snake. And now we're at the snake.
Whew. That sure was a close one. I thought for sure when I got eaten by that snake that I was done for. Thank goodness I'm safe. No? Hey!
Yeah, it's totally safe now.
Hang on, the quicksand is sucking all the cool stuff I found in that snake from my pants. Now there's an odd sensation.
Right, delete that.
Youch! Well, I got the thorn. I hope that was worth it.
And we need to pick up the lead.
Neat. A world-class pea shooter.
Use that with that. And blow.
Perfect. For once today, things are going... Well, darn. Hey. Thank goodness for those unpredictable Caribbean trade winds.
Right, and now we just use that for that. And now we can escape. Right, and this is a ship which we have to get to, but unfortunately we can't use...
It makes the boat completely unseaworthy.
Yeah, we have to fill up that. So yes, let's go back to... we'll go to this end. Right, we need to go back here. The sharks are back again. Actually, we should have got something beforehand, but yeah, actually we do need to get something beforehand. So let's go back. Let's go to the restaurant first. What have we got? We've got bag nickels, gum, and reservation slips. So we've got that, so we can go in here.
Do you have a reservation?
Of course I have a reservation.
Then let's see your reservation slip. Very good. You may seat yourself, Mr. Pardon me, Mrs. Bryanstew.
Right, pick up biscuit. And you pick up that pie pan. Biscuit cutter. And we'll talk to this guy.
Excuse me, sir? Now that's just rude. Hey, mister. Mister, you listening? Ah! It's one of LeChuck's skeletal horde.
Aye. I fixed his little red dinghy, but good.
The undead that walk among us must surely be destroyed, lest their evil like overrun and befoul the world of the living.
Aye. And he complained about me chicken.
Oh.
Right.
It says, ask me about Grim Fandango.
Which is funny, because all the characters in Grim Fandango look very much like this. Right, what have we got to do now?
Whoa! This biscuit is full of maggots!
Aye! That's me special ingredient. Adds just the right amount of exotic flavor. It's a good thing, too, because I can't keep 'em out of the food around here.
Right. We use maggots with chicken. There they go. Out. Back
Ugh.
into the biscuits. Right. I think that's all we have to do here. Right, now we can go back. Oh wait, I remember where we get it from now.
You know, I really appreciate you taking the time to talk to me. I think we've bonded.
There we go.
How did you do that?
Oh, it was nothing really. Just sudden pressure applied below the sternum to expel a foreign object from the windpipe.
That's amazing. I owe you my life. From now on.
Yes?
From now on, that will be known as the Threepwood maneuver.
Right. Need just this jawbreaker. Right. Now we go back here. Yeah, I did skip that because it just takes so long. Up onto grassy knoll. And we use on the sawhorse. And we use the ember on the trail of rum. There's a slight difference with this tree. It's a rubber tree. So,
Whoa, my head is spinning. I gotta lay off the rum.
Alright. We do need to do one more thing up here. And that is biscuit colour with another rubber tree. There we go. Right, now we can... Actually, I'll wait till I get all the bits I need. I think I am actually missing something from the theatre, but we'll get that in a moment. So we'll go there now. Pocket. Pocket.
There's a glove in here.
That's what I need. Right, there we go. We now have... Oh wait, we need gold as well. Do very much like the art style in this game. If only it was slightly, a bit more improved. Right, we need to give him the jawbreaker.
Would you like this jawbreaker?
Thanks to ye. Ouch! I think I loosed me gold tooth. I knew sweets were being bad for me teeth, but it had a fine crunch and were a fiesta of flavor. From now on, I'll be sticking to fleshier foodstuffs. Something chewy. Well, there I go again. This old salt's got a craving for something to squish between me teeth.
And then we give him some gum. There's it.
Would you like some gum?
Thanks. This is really good steak-flavored gum. It gets you here. And it gets you right here. Why, you little scamp. That's quite a funny trick you've played on old Captain Blondebeard.
Right, now I have to get this. get this out. Out.
Oh, that's made my voice sound funny.
I think we needed to do... This is how we get the gold tooth out. So get that.
The gum is too hard.
This gold tooth won't do any good there.
Do we need to eat some gum first? Yes, that's what we need.
The gold tooth is in the gum.
Alright. Helium. There we go. Because yeah, if you don't do this, you will find the gold tooth.
Cool.
Right, there we go.
Wait 1 second. Do you have me gold tooth?
No.
Let me see. You don't have it? Darn, I'll have to order a new one.
I wonder where that tooth fell.
And then we use the pan with the muddy puddle.
Hey, it's the gold tooth.
Right, now we can challenge all the pirates. Well, 2 of them. Then we have to get a map. We'll do the easy one.
Check this out.
Is that real gold? I guess you can find treasure.
So, you'll join my crew?
Sure, as long as my partners will join too.
I'll need 2 more sailors for my crew.
We'll do Haggis. Then we'll do Van Helden.
How would you like to join my crew?
You seem like a nice enough sort, Guybrush. But a man cannot serve as my captain unless he earns me respect.
And how would a man go about doing that?
By besting me in a time-honored test of strength.
How about a test of who can hold his breath the longest?
No, I'm talking about the traditional Highland display of strength and virility, the caber toss.
Sounds great. Let's do it.
And we use the rubber tree.
Hey, I win!
By the spiraling bouffant of me great Uncle McManus! Never before have I seen such strength. Sure, I'll join your crew. I'll wait at the shop until you're ready to leave.
I'll need 1 more sailor for my crew.
And to challenge Van Helden, we have to slap him.
Now there's a challenge. To the field of honor. Choose your weapon.
Right. Close the lid.
I choose the banjo.
I accept.
We play the banjo. That's 1, 5, 2, and 1. Right. 4, 4, 5, 1, 3. This is random each time, so not a freeze this time. That is 3, 2, 3, 3, 1, 3.
You're pretty good, boy. Let's see you follow this.
He's good. I'll never beat him.
Wait. Come on. There we go.
What? You shot my banjo.
You can't be sure of that. That shot may have come from the grassy knoll.
Of all the low-down tricks, I never heard of anything so low. I completely misjudged you. You are a pirate after all. I'd be proud to join your crew.
Great.
Hello,
I'll just
Amy.
pack this stuff up
We're
and
playing
get ready.
The Curse of
And give
Monkey
me back
Island.
my gun.
It's a
Well, I got my whole crew.
point and click adventure game. And we just cheated at banjo playing.
A barrel of grog and a chicken. Look at all this stuff, mate. Oh, that must have been some battle. Let's pull up anchor and make for Skull Island. King Andre will pay through the nose for all this loot.
Wait a minute.
Yes, the solution's always a gun, yes.
It's some kind of footwear. Hey, those are nice boots.
You doing alright,
Still
Amy?
hot? Ow, 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 ow.
Yes. Right, now we need to get a map. That way. Right, you go here. Right. We'll talk to the cat and this guy. Yeah, I hope everyone's doing alright still.
Help you?
I'm gonna go wander down the beach for a while.
Sure, but hey, it's a lovely afternoon for the beach today. Not too crowded yet. There's a crafts workshop on the south beach and a swabber size class at 2 and 4. Water's warm and the waves aren't too high. Just watch out for the occasional undead corpse washing up on shore. Might want to keep the kids away from any rotting flesh. But otherwise, the siege earlier today shouldn't spoil your afternoon. Just between you and me, the undead are notoriously bad tippers. So it's just as well they didn't take over the island, eh? Let me see your membership card and we'll fix you right up.
Why?
You're at the Brimstone Beach Country Club in Smorgy, part of the Leisure Lovers planned community for retired pirates. It's very exclusive. I'm afraid if you don't have a membership card, you cannot use any of the club's amenities.
I don't want an amenity. I had to eat one of those while I was lost at sea, and it was terrible.
Then let me also point out that without that membership card, you are not permitted on the beach, you cannot use any of our towels, and you can't have anything from the grill. Good day.
Right, we need to give him this card.
Excuse me.
Yes, you
Which we got
filthy little
from the
man.
chicken.
My card.
Let me see that. Oh no! In the name of all things clean, you've got a membership.
Yes. And I think I'll just take one of your fluffy clean towels and enjoy a nice relaxing stroll down your beach.
No! You mustn't!
I'll go with my favourite one.
I must. And perhaps I'll sunbathe nude.
Sweet mother of pearl, no! Now that I think about it, it is nice out on the far end of the beach. You should go there. You should go there now.
Oh, he's like picking it up.
Nice fluffy towel.
I need a couple of these.
I'll just take one more.
Right, and we use the fluffy tails with the ice bucket. And we need to make him go
Towels are all
away.
wet now.
So, wet towels with the cabana boy.
Ouch!
There we go. And we need this cooking oil. Yeah, there's a reason why we need the towels, because
Hot. With these holes in my shoes, I'll never get across that hot beach. Whew.
there we go. Pick up that mug. Yeah. Need to talk. Just talk to him for a bit first.
I'm looking for Blood Island. Do you know where it is?
Nope. Never heard of it.
Are you sure you don't know how to get to Blood Island?
I told you before, babe. I've never heard of Blood Island.
See you around.
Alright. Open the gate because we're not going across that again. But he does know the way. Just that we have to go over here. And we actually we'll do what the game wants us to do first. So
Hello there, Sonny. You open yet?
Oh boy, my first customer. Gee willikers, is this gonna be swell. Hi, my name's Kenny Foulmouth. It sure would be neat if you would buy some of my lemonade. It only costs a nickel. And best of all, I have a bottomless mug policy.
That does sound like a good deal. I'd like to buy some lemonade.
Sure, we have a bottomless mug policy, you know. That'll be a nickel.
Hey, there's no bottom to this mug. Give me my money back.
bottomless mug
sorry.
policy.
I did tell you about our bottomless mug policy, and there are no refunds.
Why, you little...
Thank you. Come again.
Right, now we do that.
Look, a three-headed monkey.
Oh boy. Gee willikers, is this gonna be swell. Hey! Just because you're a grown-up doesn't mean you can waste my time.
Alright.
Give me some more lemonade, you little chiseler.
That'll be a nickel.
That was as refreshing as morning dew.
Hey! How did you drink all the lemonade? You switched mugs on me, you cheat. I hope you're happy. You put a budding young entrepreneur out of business.
And we steal the picture. And now we use it with the dye bat.
It's full of dye now.
And this is how we get the map.
I've brought you a new mug.
Thanks.
Here's your drink, sir. Look, Palido, you're burning.
Ah! All those months in the sun and my tan is just gonna peel away. I better turn over.
Good idea. I'll never memorize that map. It's far.
We used cooking oil with the map. And then we pick up the map. As disgusting as it sounds.
I really wish I didn't have to do that.
Alright, now we've got one more thing to do.
Nice boots, huh?
Sorry.
Hey, what do you know? I really am big boned.
Uh-oh. Quiet. Here comes Captain LeChuck.
Avast there, you lubbers! Set sail for my stronghold on Monkey Island. I'll unleash my entire army of the undead. This time, Elaine will be mine. Ah, Elaine. 'Twill be a sweet day in hell when you feel the fiery breath of my kiss on your lips and become my undead bride. And I'll destroy any man who dares get in my way. Suffering sailors, 'tis good to be dead.
Right, and now we need to go to Danger Cove. Ooh, that's a... Yeah, we'll let him walk for a minute. Right, and now we can fix the boat. We can use rubber plug, the hole.
Wow, for a homemade rubber plug, that worked very nicely. It won't stay in there.
I think I may need to add the glue first. Where's it? Paste.
The plug is all pasty now.
There we go.
Perfect.
Can't do donuts. let's just skip that. And yes, these, like I said, these sharks do follow us around. Hello! Welcome to the stream. I think that's Dozzle. I think that's how I pronounce it. Sorry if I pronounced it wrong, but I'll do that one.
Ensign Guybrush Threepwood reporting for duty, sir.
Huh? You don't look like a member of my crew.
Honest, I'm the new guy.
I haven't heard of any new recruits. I'll have to check that out with my captain.
Your captain?
Yes, Threepwood. You've come aboard the Sea Cucumber. I am Mr. Fossey, the first mate. And my captain?
Yeah, welcome to the stream. We're playing some Curse of Monkey Island.
LeChuck. Yes, Captain. It's on the table, sir.
LeChuck.
That's right. Captain LeChuck. Yes, Captain. Just an intruder, sir. But I'm dealing with him. He says you're to be tortured. Choose your punishment. You can either be tarred and feathered, or you can walk the plank.
Any tortures not involving pain, humiliation, or stickiness?
No. Sorry. Well, I suppose
Yeah,
we'll have to go with
I have this game as well.
We're trying to avoid using the tar and feathers. It's messy, and we need to save the tar for emergency leak repair. What do you say, men? Shall we make him walk the plank?
As we need to get tarred and feathered, so...
What's that, Captain?
Oh, wait.
Vandals. Well,
Yeah, this should be tarred and feathered.
Difficulties, Threepwood, so we'll have to drag out the tar and feathers after all.
Okay, my favourite part of this game is part 3. Which we're nearly there.
That'll learn ya.
Instant chicken.
So what do I do now?
I don't know. We've never done this before. Aren't you humiliated?
I guess so, but no more than usual.
Well, just get lost then.
Right. We can easily wash this off behind a waterfall, but we actually need to be tarred and feathered. So it is that one. And in here.
Do you have a reservation? Madre de Dios! Es el Puyo Diablo!
Sí, he dejado en libertad los prisioneros y ahora vengo por ti.
Well, you're not taking me without a fight.
There we go.
Ugh, this chicken grease washed off all the feathers.
Oh wait, that's how.
Whoops, I better keep quiet.
Absolutely, Captain. I'll get right on it after I have my dinner. What's that, Captain? I eat too much fried chicken. Well, I've just got a weakness for chicken, that's all. I know you don't have any weaknesses, Captain LeChimp. You're an overachiever, a doer. Well, I'm just a tiny little fly.
The chimp? The captain is an ape? Well, if the captain is an ape, then Mr. Fossey must be...
Aye, aye, Captain! Fresh bananas for the whole crew!
an utter loon.
What's that, Captain? Your parasites are bothering you. Well, of course I'll groom you, sir. You know, sir, finding this gold statue may be just the boost our crew needs. Why, with the riches we get from this, we can get new and better ships and become the terror of the Caribbean.
Right. Now we use the book we found.
It's a book about ventriloquism. Mr. Fossey, I've been thinking.
Are you all right, Captain? You sound different.
Don't interrupt.
Sorry, sir.
Maybe it's time we gave up pirating. I mean, take a look around at me, at the rest of the crew. We're all monkeys.
You mean in the Darwinian sense, sir?
No, I mean in the quite literal sense. Have you noticed that the crew is happier swinging from the masts than swabbing the decks? I don't even want to mention what they've been flinging around the ship.
Are you suggesting that I'm not disciplining the crew enough?
No, I'm suggesting that we all give up this charade and go back to the trees. That's the life for a monkey, not sailing the seas for months on end.
Well, if you feel so strongly about it, sir, I suppose I can't argue.
I think our last order of business should be to dig up that statue and...
It'll be tough on the men, sir, but I'll tell them that you think it best.
Okay, but first we should dig up that statue and give it to...
I'll make sure they understand that it's not their fault.
Very good, and then we can dig up that statue and... Okay, never mind then. That must be the map to where they've buried Elaine.
Southeast. And out we go. Look at some slugs again. Right. Have a quick look at the map. Oops. So it's southeast, northwest, west, south, east. 2 paces north, east, so that, east, and then southwest. X. Right. And we'll head here. Yes, we have to use his map and use it with it is a good part as well here. Right, you have to use it with these controls, so that one, that one. I have written these down, so and handle. Oh, well, I probably should have reset it first, so do that. Do that. Right. There we go.
That must
I'd
be where
reset
Elaine
it
is
first.
buried.
And now, the moment I know you've all been waiting for. How about some amazing juggling? Is this a dagger I see before me? No, it's 3. See how I juggle these?
Yeah, I quite like the stick fighting part because I quite like the insult sword fighting.
And to you if I slip.
He's a great juggler, but I sure wish he'd get off the stage so I can dig Elaine up. I
always like the insult sword fighting. Well, mainly because it's from the original game, really.
Cannonballs now.
And this time it rhymes.
The ultimate Shakespearean delight. The famous cannonball juggling scene from Romeo and Juliet.
But,
Whoa! Oops!
yeah, Blood Island is a good part as well.
I'm glad it had a happy ending and he got the girl in the end. Elaine should be safe up in the crow's nest. For now.
Right, and there we go.
Well, I've got a crew, a map, a ship, and
Actually,
finally got Elaine back. So
technically-
I'd say we head on to Blood Island.
Technically, this is my favourite part coming up. Just before the sword fighting.
Let's get moving towards Blood Island. Let's head on out and find our fortune, guys. This might be more difficult than I first imagined.
Part 3. Just unplug that.
Ah, the sea. Aye, the sea. Makes you glad to be alive.
I think that ship is following us.
Feel that salty spray.
Yeah, the sword fighting's cumbersome, but it's just the sword fighting bit I like. But
It's a pirate ship. We've got to outrun her. All right, men. Are you with me?
Hey, look, guys. A whale.
Where? Where? That ship is gaining on us. Cutthroat Bill, rig the topsail.
Is that a right whale?
No, lad.
They're boarding us. Crew, help me out here.
It is a member of the Cetus suborder, Mr. Shetty-O. I think you're right.
Well.
Waddingham, so it's you. What do you want, other than a good toupee?
I've come for your map to the fabled Blood Island. Then I'll find the diamond you mentioned. It will make a fine paperweight for my escritoire.
Ooh, look! It's breaching! Ooh.
Ah! Look, Baldy, I'll never give you that map. I need it to save Elaine.
Then I'll have to take it from you by force.
That whale must be 30.5 meters. 100 feet. And weigh 200 metric tons.
You know, of course. In a sword fight, a sharp wit is much more important than a sharp blade.
Of course. Everybody knows that, Chrome Dome. Let's get this over with.
Every enemy I've met, I've annihilated.
Oh, yeah? Well, you fight like a cow.
No. That's not right at all.
What?
On the sea, we fight it a little differently. On the sea, all your insults and threats have to rhyme.
What?
So when I say every enemy I've met, I've annihilated, you say...
I once found some gold, but it was just electroplated?
No, you say, with your breath, I'm sure they are suffocated. Let's try that again, shall we? You're as repulsive as a monkey in a negligee. I'm waiting. Just as I thought. You're an amateur with a sword. Give me that map.
Here, take it.
That's your map? Yeah. As soon as I'm through pirating these waters, it's off to Blood Island. Until we meet again, Monsieur Tweepood.
I've got to get that map back or we'll never find Blood Island. Thanks, guys. You were a world of help back there.
It was a rousing battle, Captain.
Aye, and it reminds me of a song.
Here it is.
We're a band of vicious pirates.
Sailing out to sea.
When you hear a gentle singing,
You be sure to turn and flee.
Oh, this is just ridiculous. Come on, men. We've got to recover that map.
that pirate will be done for when he falls into our trap. We're a club attuned for rovers.
We can sing in every clef.
We can even hit the high notes.
It's just too bad we're tone deaf.
A pirate I was meant to be, trim the sails and roam the sea.
Let's go defeat that evil pirate.
We know he's sure to lose because we know just where to fire it. We're thieving balladeers.
A gang of cutthroat mugs.
To fight us off, you won't need guns.
Just jolly good earplugs.
A pirate I was meant to be. Trim the sails and roam the sea.
No time for song. We got to move.
The battle will be long, but our courage we will prove. We're a pack of scurvy sea dogs.
Have we pity, not a dram?
We all eat roasted garlic.
Then sing from the diaphragm.
A pirate I was meant to be. Trim the sails and roam the sea.
All right, crew. Let's get to work.
Our vocation's a thing we love, a thing we'd never shirk. We'll fight you in the harbor.
We'll battle you on land.
But when you meet singing pirates...
There'll be more than you can stand.
Oh, that was a good one.
No, it wasn't. Less singing, more sailing.
When we defeat our wicked foe, his ship he will be bailing.
If you try to fight us,
You will get a nasty whacking.
if you disrespect our singing, we will beat you to a kraken.
A pirate I was meant to be. Trim the sails and roam the sea.
It's coming to an end, but we'll keep going till the end of the song anyway.
I'm getting so sick of you guys and your rhyming.
We're ready to set sail, though the cannons need a priming.
We're troublesome corsairs.
And we've come to steal your treasures.
We would shoot you on the downbeat.
But we gotta rest 5 measures.
A pirate I was meant to be. Trim the sails and roam the sea.
That's one before the end.
Stop, stop, stop!
The brass is what we'll polish and the deck is what we'll mop.
You say you're nasty pirates, scheming, thieving, bad bushwhackers. From what I've seen, I tell you, you're not pirates, you're just slackers.
A pirate I was meant to be. Trim the sails and roam the sea.
Oh, I know how to end it.
We'll surely avoid scurvy if we all eat an orange.
And,
Well, door hinge? No. Guess the song's over then.
guess so.
Okay, back to work.
Well, gee, I feel a little guilty now.
The German version does include the song.
Captain,
Yes, Mr. McMahon.
we were wondering, just what kind of captain you are.
What do you mean, Haggis?
Well, some captains are men of action. They like to have complete responsibility and control for their ship. Other captains prefer to concentrate more on the thinking aspects of captaining. The captain who's a man of action will undoubtedly have a much more difficult time of defeating other scoundrels of the sea in the fast-paced realm of ship-to-ship combat. The more academic captain will find the other pirate vessels he meets to be less aggressive, and therefore far easier and quicker to defeat in combat.
I see.
So, Captain Threepwood, which type of captain be ye?
We'll let them
I
help
think I'd
out.
better let you
It's-
guys help me out.
Take too long
Easy
otherwise.
ship combat it is.
Right. Come back. Hooray, we defeated them.
Get off me deck, you sea slug.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, a mighty pirate.
Don't make me laugh.
Every enemy I've met, I've annihilated.
Oh, yeah?
No, he doesn't know anything.
You're as repulsive as a monkey in a negligee.
Oh, yeah?
And that's it.
You're ugly.
Ha! Is that the best you're gonna come up with?
I've never seen such clumsy sword play.
I'll meet you in the foyer.
We'll probably lose this one because we haven't
When
got
your
enough things.
father first saw you, he must have been mortified.
Dinoflagellates are the cause of red tide.
Right.
Give me your treasure, you sea skunk!
Well, if I had any, you'd be the first one to get it.
Arr.
I guess I need more practice with this sword fighting stuff. Hey, at least I showed him in the high seas combat part.
Not really fearsome pirates. Luckily, we only had to fight each one once.
You'd best sail away before you get hurt.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, a mighty pirate.
Don't make me laugh.
When your father first saw you, he must have been mortified.
I'm shaking, I'm shaking.
Don't think he actually knows any answers, but
I have never seen such clumsy swordplay.
Oh, yeah?
Every enemy I've met, I've annihilated.
Oh, yeah?
yeah, he doesn't know anything. But he's given us a few things.
You win!
Give me your treasure, you wax-covered swab.
The treasure is yours.
We're loaded with booty.
Right, now we have to go back to town.
Well, well, well. I guess you've learned an important lesson about cheating.
I sure have, mister. Golly, I'll never cheat on anyone ever again. Honest, I've got a new business now, and gosh, it's swell.
What is it?
I'm running guns.
Tell me you're lying.
I never lie anymore, mister. You've shown me the light. Can I interest you in some shrapnelizing ammunition designed to bring exquisite pain and unreasonable suffering to all your enemies?
What do you have for sale today?
Today, customer name here.
Pretty much
what's
guns
your
do
name
solve
again?
all problems.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Today, Mr. Cheap Hood, I can offer you the complete line from Bob's Big Bore Boomer Brand Cannon Incorporated. To start with, we have the entry-level model, the Buccaneer's Buddy. We also have the following cannon models available. The Ouch Master, the Hoe Maker Deluxe, the Pain Giver 2000, Mr. Massacre, and finally, the cannon used by that most fearsome scoundrel, Rene Rottingham himself, the Destructomatic T-47. So, can I interest you in any of these models, mister?
I'll take the Buccaneer's Buddy.
The Buccaneer's Buddy it is. Let me just check my stock. Yep, we got 'em. You will not be disappointed, my friend. Now, will that be doubloons, jewels, captured maidens?
My ship's hull's full of booty.
Well, the amount in your treasure hold is not enough for this model.
Would you take my old cannons as a trade-in?
Well, I don't know. They are pretty banged up. Hang on while I check the blue book on them. Okay. I'll have my mom install your new cannon pronto. While she's at it, I'll also have her pick up the appropriate amount from your hold and pick up your trade-in. Mom!
There we go. We now have level 2 cannons. I think it's the blue guy next. Well, that was quick.
You'd better leave now.
And it's the Caribbean, so close enough to America.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, a mighty pirate.
Don't make me laugh.
Right.
Every enemy I've met, I've annihilated.
I am rubber. You are glue.
He doesn't know the answers, that's annoying.
When your father first saw you, he must have been mortified.
I'm shaking. I'm shaking.
Let's let him win one.
You're ugly.
Ah, is that the best you can come up with? Killing you would be justifiable homicide.
I like my steak chicken fried.
Throughout the Caribbean, my great deeds are celebrated.
My once favorite hat is now dilapidated.
Alright. So we have to lose a few times.
Open your hole so I may take your treasure.
If I had treasure, don't you think I'd spend it before grappling with the likes of you?
Hey, I suppose you would. Never mind then.
Alright.
If you're looking for a fight, you found one.
I've come to plunder your treasure.
No! I'll take your booty.
Killing you would be justifiable homicide.
Then killing you must be justifiable
Answers.
fungicide.
Hooray.
I'll leave you devastated, mutilated, and perforated.
I think pirates in training often feel alienated.
Some of these bad answers are still funny.
Coming face to face with me must leave you petrified.
Then killing you must be justifiable fungicide.
No, some.
Give me your treasure.
Well, if I had any, you'd be the first one to get it.
Arr.
Right. Now we have a lot of answers.
You'd better
Well, a
leave
lot
now
of questions
when you
anyway.
value your life.
Give me your treasure and I'll let you live.
No! I'll take your booty.
You're as repulsive as a monkey in a negligee.
I'm shaking. I'm shaking.
Yep. Best way to.
Killing you would be justifiable homicide.
I am rubber. You are glue.
He's not giving any answers.
I'll leave you devastated, mutilated, and perforated.
I am rubber. You are glue.
Hopefully the more troublesome pirates give me answers.
You win.
Give me your treasure.
Take it. It was cluttering up the hold anyway.
We're loaded with booty.
Alright.
Back again, mister?
I'd like to buy some cannons for my pirate ship. I'll take the Ouchmaster.
The Ouchmaster it is. Mom!
Yep, level 3. Right. Where are they? There they are. Hey, that was easy.
A pox on you for boarding me ship.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, a mighty pirate.
Don't make me laugh.
You're as repulsive as a monkey in a negligee.
I am rubber, you are glue.
Why aren't you giving me answers?
I have never seen such clumsy swordplay.
Oh, yeah?
I have to go for a much harder one just to get all the answers we
When
need.
your father first saw you, he must have been mortified.
At least
Away!
identified. I'll leave you devastated, mutilated, and perforated.
Oh yeah?
I don't think we got that one.
Coming face to face with me must leave you petrified.
Have got that one.
Then killing you must be justifiable fungicide.
Which I don't think I picked.
Give me your treasure, you sea skunk.
Treasure? You wanted treasure? I'm sorry, I'm fresh out.
Right.
Boarding a pirate ship can be hazardous to your life.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, a mighty pirate.
Don't make me laugh.
Right. So I've got.
I'll leave you devastated, mutilated, and perforated.
Your odor alone makes me aggravated, agitated, and infuriated. Throughout the Caribbean, my great deeds are celebrated.
I wonder if the rent on my ship is prorated.
You're as repulsive as a monkey in a negligee.
You know what I never get tired of? Water ballet.
Right. I should be able to get answers from this
Give
one now.
me your treasure, you sea skunk.
Treasure? You wanted treasure? I'm sorry, I'm fresh out.
Get off me deck, you sea slug.
Yes, we have to I lose on purpose so that I can learn more insults.
Don't make me laugh.
But to learn the replies to them, I have to start
Repulsive
winning.
as a monkey in a negligee.
I look that much like your fiancé?
There we go.
Throughout the Caribbean, my great deeds are celebrated.
We don't have a one for this one,
My
so
once favorite hat is now dilapidated.
You're the ugliest monster ever created.
We had a little league team, but I never participated.
right.
Give me your treasure.
I haven't got any treasure. Why do you think I was attacking you?
Right. That's one more we've got.
You'd best sail away before you get hurt.
This is a bit repetitive, but yeah,
Guybrush
this is
Threepwood, a mighty pirate.
Don't make me laugh.
right. We got that one. We got that one. How many have we
Killing
got
you
this
would
one?
be justifiable homicide.
Then killing you must be justifiable fungicide.
We already have this one, I think.
Arr, when your father first saw you, he must have been mortified.
I know what to come back to this one is, but I haven't got it.
I carry traveler's checks that are accepted worldwide.
Heaven preserve me. You look like something that's died.
If you're planning on retiring, have money set aside.
Right.
Open your hole so I may take your treasure.
I haven't got any treasure. Why do you think I was attacking you?
We got the top three done.
If you're looking for a fight, you found one.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, a mighty pirate.
Don't make me laugh.
Right.
You're the ugliest monster ever created.
If you don't count all
Four
the ones
done.
you dated. You're as repulsive as a monkey in a negligee.
I look that
Got
much
this
like
one,
your
so
fiancé? When your father first saw you, he must have been mortified.
Oh, yeah?
he hasn't got this one. He might win this one.
I have never seen such clumsy swordplay.
I'm shaking.
Yeah, we'll win this one, but we got two, I think.
You win!
Give me your treasure. Yeah, grubby bilge swigger.
I didn't want it anyway. It's got that horrible curse.
What?
Only kidding.
We're loaded with booty.
Right, let's upgrade cannons again.
Back again, mister?
I'd like to buy some cannons for my pirate ship. I'll take the Holemaker Deluxe.
One whole Maker Deluxe coming right up. Mom!
Yeah, if you actually look at the cannons, they do start looking different. No, don't. Wrong hand. Where is the ship? There it is. There we go.
Boarding a pirate ship can be hazardous to your life.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, a mighty pirate.
Don't make me laugh.
Right, do we have this one?
You're the ugliest monster ever created.
I'm shaking. I'm
We
shaking.
don't have it, but they don't know it.
When your father first saw you, he must have been mortified.
At least mine can be identified.
Got that one now.
Throughout the Caribbean, my deeds are celebrated.
I don't know this one.
My once favorite hat is now dilapidated.
Hopefully we get one where we do win.
Every enemy I've met, I've annihilated.
With your breath, I'm sure they all suffocated.
Do we have this one?
I have never seen such clumsy swordplay.
You would have, but you were always running away.
Right, we have it now
Give me
anyway.
your treasure, you sea skunk.
Treasure? You wanted treasure? I'm sorry, I'm fresh out.
Right.
You'd best sail away before you get hurt.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, a mighty pirate.
Don't make me laugh.
Right. He hasn't got that one. Got that one. We've got that one. We've got that one.
Heaven preserve me, you look like something that's died.
I am rubber, you are
He
glue.
does not have that one.
Throughout the Caribbean, my great deeds are celebrated.
Too bad they're all fabricated.
That's the one we needed.
I can't rest till you've been exterminated.
I think that all criminals should be incarcerated.
Not the right one, but we haven't got that one yet.
I'll hound you night and day.
Ooh, I know the answer to that one, but we haven't got it.
My favorite color is Battleship Gray.
The actual answer is, "Be a good dog, sit, stay."
Ha! I've beaten you. I will let you live if you give me your treasure.
I haven't got any treasure. Why do you think I was attacking you?
Right.
Who are you?
Your treasure or your life?
You won't live to regret this.
I'll hound you night and day.
Then be a good dog.
Sit, stay. There you go.
You're the ugliest monster ever created.
If you don't count all the ones you've dated. I can't rest till you've been exterminated.
Then perhaps you should switch to decaffeinated.
There you go, 2 more.
On guard, Touché.
I don't have this one, but it's about the title of the stream. Oh.
I'd like to see this sword fight on instant replay.
Give me your treasure, you sea skunk.
If I had treasure, don't you think I'd spend it before grappling with the likes of you?
Aye. I suppose you would. Never mind then.
Right, that's 2 more at least.
Get off me deck, you sea slug.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, a mighty pirate.
Don't make me laugh.
Right. Got that one, got that one, got that one. Got that one. So me look like something else. I want to get that one first.
Touché!
Oh, that is so cliché. You're the ugliest monster ever created.
If you don't count all the ones you've dated. Heaven preserve me, you look like something that's died.
The only way you'll be preserved is in formaldehyde. I'll hound you night and day.
Then be a good dog. Sit, stay. Coming face to face with me must leave you petrified.
Is that your face? I thought it was your backside.
Right.
Open your hold so I may take your treasure.
Now I need to learn some
You'd be the
more.
first one to get it.
Arr. Who are you?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, a mighty pirate.
Don't make me laugh.
Right.
I'll leave you devastated, mutilated, and perforated.
Your odor alone makes me aggravated, agitated, and infuriated. You can't match my witty repartee.
That's a new one.
I'll upholster my sofa with bright gold lame.
Would you like to be buried or cremated?
It's another new one.
Could I get my parking ticket validated?
So we've got 2 new ones.
Ah! I've beaten you. I will let you live if you give me your treasure.
Well, if I had any, you'd be the first one to get it.
Arr! You'd better leave now if you value your life.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, a mighty pirate.
Don't make me laugh.
Right.
You can't match my witty repartee.
I'm shaking, I'm shaking.
Doesn't know that one, so...
Coming face to face with me must leave you petrified.
I am rubber, you are
Doesn't
glue.
know that one.
Every enemy I've met, I've annihilated.
With your breath, I'm sure they all suffocated.
Right.
Throughout the Caribbean, my deeds are celebrated.
Too bad they're all fabricated.
Too bad they're all fabricated.
There we go.
You win.
Give me your treasure. You filthy unwashed thing, you.
Take it. It was cluttering up the hold anyway.
We're loaded with booty.
I think there's one more pirate after this. Yes, there is.
Back again, mister?
I'd like to buy some cannons for my pirate ship. I'll take
There's
the
one.
Pain Giver
Must be
2000.
2 more
The
after that.
Pain Giver 2000 it is. Mom!
Yeah, I don't know why I have gas tanks on now, but never mind. There we go.
How dare you attack my ship?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, a mighty
I always
pirate.
just see what the
Don't
end
make
ones look
me
like.
laugh.
Right, let's have a look at the new ones.
You can't match my witty repartee.
Oh, yeah?
He doesn't know that one.
Coming face to face with me must leave you petrified.
Is that your face? I thought it was your backside.
He does know that one, but we should win anyway.
You're the ugliest monster ever created.
If you don't count all the ones you've dated.
2 for us.
Heaven preserve me, you look like something that's died.
The only way you'll be preserved is in formaldehyde. You're as repulsive as a monkey in a negligee.
I look that much like your fiancé?
We should win now. There we go.
You win!
Give me your treasure.
I didn't want it anyway.
We're loaded with booty.
I think we've got all of them apart from one.
Back again, mister?
I'd like to buy some cannons for my pirate ship. I'll take the Mr. Massacre brand cannon.
One Mr. Massacre coming right up. Mom!
Yeah, now they have a joystick on. There they are.
Who are you?
Guybrush Threepwood, a mighty pirate.
Don't make me laugh.
Right, we tried the last one we got.
You can't match my witty repartee.
I could if you would use some breath spray.
Right, now I've got that one.
You're as repulsive as a monkey in a negligee.
I look that much like your fiancé? Would you like to be buried or cremated?
With you around, I'd prefer to be fumigated. I'll leave you devastated, mutilated, and perforated.
Your odor alone makes me aggravated, agitated, and infuriated. Heaven preserve me, you look like something that's died.
The only way you'll be preserved is in formaldehyde.
Right.
Open your hole, so I
We
may
need to
take
learn
your treasure.
either some new
If I had
ones.
to, you'd be the first one to get it.
Arr! You better leave now if you value your life.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, a mighty pirate.
Don't make me laugh.
Right.
Every enemy I've met, I've annihilated.
With your breath, I'm sure they all suffocated.
Does he teach me anything new?
I've never seen such clumsy swordplay.
Oh, you would have, but you were always running away.
Just need to win one extra.
Would you like to be buried or cremated?
With you around,
He already knows
prefer
this
to be
one. I forgot
fumigated.
about that.
When your father first saw you, he must have been mortified.
At least mine can be identified.
Do that one.
Bunga! Touché!
Oh, that is so cliché.
It's not teaching us anything new, which is annoying.
Give me your treasure.
If I had treasure, don't you think I'd spend it before grappling with the likes of you?
Aye, I suppose you would. Never mind then.
Really want to get the last cannon, then you can see what it is.
Boarding a pirate ship can be hazardous to your life.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, a mighty pirate.
Don't make me laugh.
Right.
I'll hound you night and day.
Then be a good dog. Sit. Stay. Throughout the Caribbean, my great deeds are celebrated.
Too bad they're all fabricated. Would you like to be buried or cremated?
With you around,
I already.
I prefer to be fumigated.
I picked the one above that one, but never mind.
You're as repulsive as a monkey in a negligee.
I look that much like your fiancé? You're the ugliest monster ever created.
If you don't count all the ones you've dated. Ha! I've beaten you. I'll let you live if you give me your treasure.
If I had treasure, don't you think I'd spend it before grappling with the likes of you?
Aye, I suppose you would. Never mind then.
Right.
Boarding a pirate ship can be hazardous to your life.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, a mighty pirate.
Don't make me laugh.
I'll leave you devastated, mutilated, and perforated.
Your odor alone makes me aggravated, agitated, and infuriated.
Oh, teach me something new.
Would you like to be buried or cremated?
With you around, I'd prefer to be fumigated. Killing you would be justifiable homicide.
I'm shaking.
Doesn't know that one. It's a really early one.
I can't rest till you've been exterminated.
I am rubber, you are glue.
And all right.
You win.
Give me your treasure. Yeah, grubby bilge swigger.
The treasure is yours.
We're loaded with booty.
Back again, mister?
I'd like to buy some cannons for my pirate ship. I'll take the Destructomatic T-47.
Whoa, mister. You've entered a select group of pirates. You've just ordered the Destructomatic T-47 armor-piercing carnage delivery system with auto-loading and fax modem. Quite a fine piece of hardware, if I do say so myself. Mom!
There we go. And yeah, maximum firepower. It's got a radar. Oh. There he is. Where is he? There he is. There we go.
Well.
Right.
Look who is washed up on my deck.
With this one, he will, like with the first game, when we're going against a sword master, they will always ask every question, so we need all the answers.
Hand over that map or taste my sword.
You are no match for me, you mischievous
And
boy.
he uses his
I
own
give
questions.
You a choice. You can be gutted or decapitated.
With you around, I'd prefer to be fumigated.
You'll find I'm dogged and relentless to my prey.
Then be a good dog. Sit, stay.
My attacks have left entire islands depopulated.
With your breath, I'm sure they all suffocated.
I can't tell which of my traits has you the most intimidated.
Intimidated. Decapitated? Or identified? No, identified doesn't run. I think decapitated works best.
Then perhaps you should switch to decaffeinated.
No.
Nothing on this earth can save your sorry hide.
The only way you'll be preserved is in formaldehyde.
That's one for that one.
Your looks would make pigs nauseated.
Nauseated. Maybe
Was
that
that
one?
your face? Oh, I thought it was your backside.
No.
You're a disgrace to your species. You're so undignified.
I know the answer to this one.
At least mine can be identified.
There we go. There we go.
Sacre bleu! I cannot believe it. I have been defeated in battle.
So give me that map, take your ship and skedaddle.
You win, you'll get your map back.
You were doomed from the start, you kleptomaniac.
All right, I give up already.
It's no wonder you lost with a sword so unsteady.
Merci. I beg you, no more insults, please.
Your smell and face remind me of moldy old cheese. We got the map back. Now we can sail to Blood Island.
Part 4.
We've got to keep her on course for Blood Island. Van Helgen!
I'm doing all I can here! Haggis! Lend a hand!
I'm barely holding on myself, mate. My God, this wind, she's the devil's own.
Right.
Whew. I guess I blacked out for a second. Where's Elaine?
She flew a wee bit into the woods when we crashed.
Then let's get going. We'll find her, then scour the island for the uncursed diamond ring that'll transform her back to normal.
Don't be thinking we will, lad.
What do you mean? I mean, what do you mean, Haggis?
This be a mutiny, Captain. We're leaving you.
Did I mention that I'm offering my crew a very attractive pension plan?
You did. And the stock options. But we're still leaving.
But why, Haggis? Why?
Well, I admit being your pirate crew's been a real pleasure. A real pleasure. But we've grown restless. We can hear the voice of the siren calling to us, and she says she'd be wanting us to do her hair.
You're going back to being barbers?
Aye. We'll be sailing back to Plunder Island just as soon as we can fix the ship. Good luck, Captain Driftwood. It were a pleasure to be looting with you.
I guess I'm on my own again.
And nick everything. We do need this, but we can't get it yet. Right, let's go to cemetery first. In a little while. I need to give this to the dog. Yeah, sail the West Pirate Crew.
Ow! He bit me!
Pick up that. Hair.
Okay, fella, this won't hurt a bit. Hey, I guess it didn't hurt a bit. He must be shedding.
Pick up chisel. What else do we need? Yeah, that's everything. Sort of coffins. Can't get. I see.
I can't see anyone in there right now.
Yeah. And go up here. I love the double click feature. It's just so much easier. Right, what do we need? Don't need cooking pot. It's not a remastered version, but it is a slightly updated, well, I say fixed, so it can actually run on newer computers. But it's not like 1 and 2 where they're remastered.
Leave that alone, and someone kill that man with the jackhammer.
Oh wait, can't get that yet. Talk to a fortune teller.
I feel a dark presence coming over me.
Hi there.
Ah!
Ah, please, keep it down. No screaming. Oh, my head.
Hi, I'm Guybrush. And you would be?
I am Madame Zima, mistress of the ancient arts, of precognition and augury, diva of divination.
Cool, you're a fortune teller.
Ah, that and so much more.
Whatever. Tell me my fortune.
I do not think you wish to hear. There are things of which a man is better off being ignorant.
Oh, but I'm already ignorant of so many things. I want to know my future.
No, you are not meant to know.
I bet you just can't do it. That's the problem. You can't do it, and you're afraid everyone will find out you're just a phony.
You know, I could put a curse on you that would make every morsel of food you eat become a ravenous cockroach inside your intestines, giving you the most excruciating death imaginable.
So, are you gonna tell me my fortune or not?
I'm not kidding.
Okay, okay. What's in the cards for me? Fame? Fortune? Romance?
Ah, very well. We will consult the cards. The process of reading the tarot is a very complex one. Each draw of the cards foretells an upcoming event in your life. When assembled, they will tell the story of your future. A future filled with twists and... Ah!
Good Lord, woman, stop that screaming.
What is it? Is that a good... Ah?
It is death.
Well, in the tarot, death just means change, right? I mean, it's nothing to get worried about, right?
Sure, whatever you say. Now, please go.
There must be some mistake. Read my tarot cards again.
There is no mistaking your fate, Guybrush. The cards do not lie. But if you insist, once again, it is death.
That's 2. We need 5.
I'm feeling luckier. Give me another tarot reading.
Luck is not involved here, Guybrush. It is your destiny.
Whatever. Let's see what the cards say this time.
The card says death.
Are you sure you're not dealing from the bottom of the deck?
Remember that curse I told you about?
Okay, okay.
Alright, 2 more times.
Hit me.
Death?
How many of those cards do you have, anyway? How about giving me one more tarot reading?
This is evil work, Guybrush. The fates have conspired against you, and no man can interfere. Your path has been determined.
Okay, I get your point. I really do. Just one more time for Guybrush. Let me guess. Death?
Leave this place.
Huh?
You are putting us all in grave
Yeah.
danger. Your very presence will bring us
Sorry about that.
nothing
That's
but
the
sickness,
stream
tragedy,
about Eddie
and death.
thing.
Oh, yeah? Well...
Demon! Demon!
Yeah, I really should turn off that all caps thing.
Look! A three-headed monkey!
Ah! Then the prophecies were true! Where? I don't see anything.
Hey, must have run away.
This is a very bad omen.
Yeah, I really should turn off the spam thing. The amount of people which I know which use all spam. Right, cheese. I pick up magnet. I use chisel on the giant cheese wheel. And that's a bit of cheese. Right. And we'll steal this cushion. And we need a recipe book. Right, we need to look for hangover cure. Here we go. 1 egg, pepper, and hair of a dog that bit, yeah. Which we've got one of them. We just need pepper and an egg. Actually, no, we don't want to be there. Go back to the beach. This one instead. Cushion, hard rocks, and mallet, a tree. And there's the egg. So now we just need a pepper. There we go. So much easier doing that. Give egg to bartender.
Boy, do you look terrible.
Stop shouting. What is that?
I found this egg.
Shh. Thanks. Oh, that'll be perfect for my hangover remedy.
Here's a wild pepper for your hangover remedy.
Shh. Thanks.
Right, and last one is hair of a dog.
This is some of the hair of the dog that bit me.
Shh. Thanks. That's all the ingredients I need. Let me quietly mix up a deuce. Ah, much better. Here, you can take the rest.
I'd like a drink, please.
Sure. What will you have?
Give me a big fruity drink with an umbrella in it.
Good choice. It's a delicious taste of the islands, made with lemon, grapefruit, and ground beef.
Hey, don't I get one of those decorative umbrellas to go in my tropical drink?
I don't think we have any. No, I'm wrong. I do have this one.
I need to use chisel. With that.
That opened it.
With that.
That makes the drink oh so much more appealing. It just occurred to me that mixing medicine and alcohol is a really stupid and possibly lethal thing to do. If I were a real person instead of a lovably inept cartoon character with the potential for a few more sequels, I wouldn't even consider it. Skull. That's odd. It's supposed to cause drowsiness. I don't feel the least bit drowsy.
In fact, I feel,
So then the Undertaker says, I wanted to be a pallbearer, but I couldn't stop coughing.
You crack me up, Mort.
So what's with the new guy?
Oh, he's been like that for an hour now. Passed out cold. He'll come around.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure he's dead.
I guess that's the end of the game, then.
What with him being the main character and all. Funny. I didn't think you could die in LucasArts adventure games.
Well, maybe they're trying something different.
One I should take care of him.
Would you? It's bad for business, having him just lie there.
Rest in peace and all that.
This isn't the end, don't worry. He's got 800 points.
I'm not really dead. Oh, come on, cut it out.
Right, you have to get out. Use chisel. Oh, it's that coffin. There we go.
Yikes. Where's that telltale pounding coming from? It's coming from within one of these coffins. From the dead. The dead that surround me. They must know my horrible secret. They'll never let me rest until I've paid for the wrongs I've committed against. Wait a second. I don't have a horrible secret.
Let's take these nails first. And then we let out
Phew, I'm glad to be finally out of that thing. Even though it was a spacious, comfortable model with plenty of leg and headroom. Well, hello there. Say, you look familiar.
Yes, well,
Of course! Guybrush Threepwood. You're the one who locked me in there in the first place.
Well,
in the second game.
No, I won't hear of it. That was the best time of my life. Gave me plenty of time to think, you know? To think about the things that really matter. I don't know if you've considered this, son, but live burials are not an altogether uncommon experience here in the Caribbean.
I wasn't aware of that.
Not to mention pirate raids and deadly sea battles, huge man-eating reptiles, dangerous quicksand pits, trigger-happy duelists, and of course, those pesky undead. Have you ever thought of what would happen to your loved ones should this gruesome fate befall you?
No, but...
Well, of course, you have plenty of time to think about it. Or do you?
I love Stan.
I'm one of the lucky ones. I've been there. It's given me a whole new perspective on life. A life that I'm going to devote to making sure people's life insurance needs are met. Here, take one of my business cards I've had made up.
If you've been locked in that coffin, how are you able to have business cards made?
Now's not the time to worry about the technicalities, son. Now's the time to ask yourself, are you covered? Run along now and let me set up my office.
You're trapped in here. The door's locked.
Nonsense! This is one of Stan's cozy crypts, all equipped with a patented secure lock release mechanism. Just jiggle the handle there.
First he sold us ships, then he sold us coffins, now he's selling us insurance. I love Stan. Oh, we have to go to the cemetery first. Right, and back in we go. Middle of
Welcome back to Mutual of
Oh, Mutual.
Stan.
Right.
You've convinced me. I want to buy some insurance.
A wise choice, and one you won't soon regret. The question isn't whether or not you can afford to buy an insurance policy, it's whether you can afford not to. Speaking of which, can you afford to buy an insurance policy?
Well, how much does it cost?
Oh, that depends on a variety of factors. How much coverage you need, how much you're willing to spend, all sorts of highly complicated sliding scale insurance equations and such. But I won't bore you with all that. Just let me ask you this. How much money do you have?
Well, I've got these wooden nickels.
I see. Maybe I've confused you somewhere along the line. While nothing would please me more to send you out of here, with the peace of mind that your family will be provided for in the unlikely event of your death, I have to run a business here. If you can't at least show me some collateral, I can't give you a policy.
This authentic pirate relic. A genuine tooth from an actual pirate. Only one of its kind.
Is that real gold?
The finest known to man. Not much
Those
spin on it
eyebrows.
either anymore.
Now you're starting to speak my language. All right, let's find a coverage plan that suits your needs. And you can rest assured that you've provided for your family well after your unfortunate departure.
What are the terms of this plan exactly?
It's quite simple, son. When you die, whoever holds that policy gets a lot of money.
A lot of money? Wow.
Wow is right. Now I want you to be careful out there.
Okay, I will. Thanks.
No, I'm serious. I want you to be very, very careful.
Will do.
There we go. Right. Time. Soon we will be performing insurance fraud, so don't worry.
Hi, guys. I guess you'll be wondering how I came to be back from the dead. No questions for the dead guy come back to life? No questions like, is there life after death or is there a heaven? Will there be adequate parking? Fine. Be that way. I wouldn't tell you about the hereafter if you begged me.
Right, now we go upstairs. Open door. Right, now we use a mallet on nail. Okay. Yeah, I can see why people don't like the context wheel. I need to use scissors. Portrait.
Well, I'll have to pick it up first.
Oh wait.
I'd better get rid of this incriminating picture frame.
I wonder why we still have that.
What? There, I've cut out the face.
Right.
Ah, there's nothing like family. No matter what may happen in the topsy-turvy world of the Caribbean resort business, I can always relax in the knowledge that I come from good, wealthy stock. Breeding. That's what's important. Breeding and culture. Just like Grandfather Lambert. Breeding, culture, and lots of really old money. It makes a man proud. It's funny. I don't remember Grandfather Lambert as looking so common. Oh, weird. It's like his eyes follow me. Pictures like that really creep me out.
Now to get to the next room. Use that.
I guess I'm better at this pirating thing than I thought. It worked.
There we go. Right. What do we need in here?
I'm not sure if that's strong enough to hold it. I might need
one more nail. There we go.
There. The bed has been nailed down. That ought to do it.
Right, take this book. What else do we need? That's it for now. Right.
I don't believe we've met. Who are you?
I am Griswold, last of the good soups and proprietor of this hotel. You may have heard of us and our soup restaurant resort empire that stretches across the Caribbean.
Well...
this was once our proudest resort. In recent years, however, hard times have befallen the family Good Soup and left me alone in this rotting hotel. The Good Soup Plantation Resort Hotel and Casino.
What do you know about the lost ring of Blood Island?
That's a very sad chapter in my family's history. My great-aunt Minnie Stroney Good Soup was a well-to-do member of Blood Island society. Her one weakness was her romantic nature. She had a thing for pirates, one in particular. He came into port, she fell instantly in love, and they were engaged within the week. Then, on the eve of their wedding, he stole the fantastic Good Soup diamond from her ring and sold it to smugglers on Skull Island. She wore the empty engagement band on her finger until the day she died, which was not long after. Some say she still haunts the Good Soup family tomb. It is a sad story, is it not?
Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. Could you repeat that?
Get lost, Chowderhead.
Right.
I thought if I died, I'd be buried with your aunt.
Well, isn't it obvious? You can't be buried in the Good Soup family crypt unless you're a member of the Good Soup family.
A member of the family, huh? Uncle Griswold, it's me! Don't you recognize me?
Recognize you? I've never seen you before in my life. What is your name?
Wonton.
Wonton?
I spent several years in the Orient.
I don't recall having any relatives with that name.
Look at me. Don't I look just like a Good Soup?
Now that you mention it, you do bear a slight resemblance to my great-grandfather C. Lambert Good Soup.
Clammy? Why, folks back home used to tell me all the time. You're the spitting image of old Chowder Good Soup.
You know, I think you're right. I wonder why I didn't see it before.
There we go.
I'm off to explore the rustic charms of Blood Island.
I should be able to take this now. Ooh, there we go. And a jar.
That jar's for my tips. Put it back.
But I was gonna put a whole lot of money in it. Too much for me to carry around with me. So I'm gonna have to take it with me and fill it up.
Oh, okay then.
There we go.
Here. Did you just take my mirror?
Nope.
You're lying, aren't you?
Yes.
I've nerfed got something.
All right, all right.
Right. Take the mirror, then put.
Sheesh, what a grouch.
What was that?
Nothing.
Right. Pick up mirror. And put that there. There we go.
You just stole that mirror, didn't you?
No, I didn't. It's right there, look.
I guess you're right. Oh dear, I'm starting to look old.
It's from all that drinking.
Mind your own business.
There we go. We also go to visit some people from the first game who have moved to a different island.
This village is deserted. How curious.
Pick up this giant block of tofu. And we use chisel on tofu.
That looks like a mask. Ick.
There we go. What else do we need here? Need that.
Maybe later. Maybe later.
I'm gonna have to pick them up later, that's right. And it's Lemon Head from the first game. A ex-cannibal.
Finally, you're here. Come on, we're late for the sacrifice.
God of the volcano who resides in Mount Acidopolis, accept this sacrifice we make unto you.
These used to be cannibals, but now they've gone vegetarian.
With high amounts of fiber and wholesome cellulose, free of all fat and trans fatty acids, so that it might nourish you and bring your favor upon our humble village, and not upset nor agitate your ulcerative caldera.
Okay, boys, toss them in. You've been a wonderful audience. Thank you, and good night.
There we go. Let's have a talk. Have a talk to Lemonade for a bit.
You feed the volcano mannequins made from vegetables?
Yes, we do. Sherman isn't a strict vegetarian, but fatty foods can cause him severe indigestion. You fool! You've given cheese to a lactose-intolerant volcano god. Do you know what that means? You brought about the coming of the divine dysentery. Run for your lives!
It's a lactose-intolerant volcano. There we go.
Wow, that was more spectacular than I'd hoped.
I wonder if we can pick up them stuff now. Now we can. Right, what else do we need? Put that cork around it, don't we? What we did.
I don't want to pin that.
We need to do that. Do
There,
that.
I poked holes in it.
Right, what else do we have? So we had a... oh.
I can't use the chisel with that.
Now we got a cork. So we need to use the cork with the pin.
Okay.
Right, now come in handy later. Oh, there's the umbrella, there's the umbrella. With water barrel.
It's full of sugar water
now. Use that with this. And candy.
It's full of sugar water now.
No, wait. Then we go to here. Right, here first.
Okay, it floats, but it still doesn't point anywhere.
Need a white magnet.
Cool, a cork with a magnetic pin stuck in it. The mind boggles at the possibilities. Hey, neat, it points north. Science is fun when you know the
Now
secret.
we have a compass. Right.
Haggis?
Aye.
My, that's a big bottle of lotion you have there.
That's right, she be. And don't you be getting any ideas about stealing it. We're sure to be
Excuse
needing
me?
it, you see. Carpentry on this tropical climate can and will prematurely age your skin. 'Tis but one of the many hardships a pirate must face daily during this barbarous age. Aye. And if we pirates didn't carry hand lotion aboard all our ships, we'd probably die from the chafing.
Wow, if I were doing a history report on pirates and I included that fact, I'd get an A+. We're talking guaranteed A+. And that A+ just might get you into the college of your choice. Think about it.
Think about it.
There's no way that I can have even a drop of lotion?
Well, maybe we could make a deal. You see, we need to be repairing the ship. She's leaky as a colander. And for some unknown reason, the ship's supplies of tar have been depleted. How the previous crew could set sail without any tar aboard eludes me. But the fact is, unless we get us some tar or something like it, we're doomed to this island for good. Aye, I'd give you the whole bloomin' bottle of lotion if you could find me something to patch the ship so we can be on our way home.
I'll let you get back to work.
Right. Back to the hotel. And now we can get something like tar. So now we have this nice hot barbecue powered by the volcano.
guess I'll just drag this down to Haggis now.
There you go, boiling
Here, Haggis.
cheese.
This stuff should work to patch up the ship.
Aye, laddie, indeed it should. The consistency of tar, but with a tangy pepper taste.
So, can I have your lotion now?
Aye, lad. Go ahead and take it.
There we go. Now we go to the little clearing here.
Elaine looks like she's alright. Hang on, honey. I'm going to get you out of this mess. Let's see if this slippery, greasy lotion does the trick. That should do it. The cursed ring exploded.
Right, now we need to use that.
I don't want to close it yet.
Oh, wait.
It's full of yummy, delicious sugar water. Bet that water sure tastes good. They're trapped inside and glowing like mad.
There we go. Right, now we need to go lighthouse.
Boy, it's windy up here. Perfect! The lighthouse is working now.
Don't know if we need to spin it or anything. Oh well. Ah, here we go. This is how we get to Skull Island.
Who are you?
I am the lost Welshman.
Ooh.
I am the ferryman between here and Skull Island. Trapped for so very long in the icy ocean mists. Oh, how I hate that blasted mist.
Really? I like mist. I think it's pretty.
Well, sure, mist is pretty. But egad, is it dull.
Actually, no.
Never mind.
Need to have enough drink.
I'd like a drink, please.
Here you go, laddie.
And then we die again. Hello, welcome to the chat club. We'll try to pronounce the rest of it, but I may not be able to. I was going to call you Rob, but yeah, welcome to the chat. And yeah, we're about to die again. There we go, we're dead again.
This guy's dead again?
No, he's just faking it.
No, I'm pretty sure it's the real thing this time.
Well, if you say so. He's an awfully fragile little fella, isn't he?
I'll take care of him.
Oh, wrong spot, I think.
Well, hello! What a surprise you're dropping in like this. Now you see, this is exactly what I was talking about.
Then convince him.
Hey, what an amazing story I have to tell. I was dead, but I live again. Who wants to hear about it? You guys don't deserve to hear a good story.
I think I have to talk to him first.
I could just talk about good soup history all day.
How about that first fateful journey made to the Caribbean?
Oh, you mean the one that...
There we
wherein
go.
Salmon Bisque de Good Soup began in 1621?
Exactly.
I knew I've got
He
something.
landed on Scab Island with just a spoon and a dream. In just 4 short years, he had formed the largest chain of all soup restaurants in the Western Hemisphere. by 1635, he had driven the entire Van Salad family
Yeah,
out of the Caribbean and had a restaurant empire that spanned the
we'll be talking to the Welshman again in a moment after
Van
we've
salads were not driven out until 1637.
After
and the
we've
good soup
died,
chain restaurants and
once
resorts never
more.
did become popular in the South Pacific.
Yes, we are. Oh, all right, whatever. Well, son, it looks like you were right. Welcome back to the glorious name of Good Soup.
I'm, honored.
And as a Good Soup, you're welcome to every benefit the name provides. Instant prestige around Blood Island. A 10% discount at any of the Good Soup resorts in the Caribbean. And, of course, medical, dental, and a 401k. And the best thing of all, if you should happen to drop dead, you will be buried in the extravagant Good Soup family crypt.
It's as if all my dreams have come true.
Alright, now we die again.
I'd like a drink, please.
Sure.
There we go. Dying 3 times in the same story game, just so we can get to where we need to be.
Oh dear, he's had a sudden and completely unexpected relapse of death. And just as we were getting reacquainted, as his kinsman, it is my duty to give him a proper burial. It is my solemn vow, the late lamented Wonton Good Soup shall be buried in the Good Soup family crypt.
All right.
There we go.
Yikes.
Can you talk to her for a little bit?
Oh, hello there.
Who are you and what are you doing here?
I am Minnie Good Soup, last in a long line of eligible Good Soup debutantes. I was buried here exactly 1 week after my wedding day. A wedding day that never came.
What happened?
I was the belle of Blood Island.
How many people can claim that?
Oh, how the lads adored me. I was courted by the richest, most handsome men in the Caribbean.
I haven't actually played any Telltale games. This is technically LucasArts still.
I wanted a pirate. By the way, what do you do for a living?
Flooring inspector.
Oh. Then one day, a real pirate sailed his ship into the bay.
Yeah, this is made before Telltale came around, so
standing at the altar, and I died of a broken heart.
we'll look into playing.
Wow, that bites.
Oh, I know.
We'll look into playing some of the Telltale games, but yeah, at the moment I'm just playing all the old LucasArts games that I used to play.
Hey, nice ring.
Oh.
Was it something I said?
I hate this ring. It's been passed down from mother to daughter in the Good Soup family for generations. It was to be my wedding ring until that evil pirate stole the diamond and left me. Left me here to die of a broken heart.
This is just a shade too creepy for me. I'm leaving.
Yeah, that's alright. Basically, the Telltale Games basically took over from where LucasArts game. No. Oh, Murray.
Oh, I'm not going to do that again. I think I broke my skull.
Yeah, they pretty much took over.
It's your own fault.
The somewhat
Stop
point and
scaring
click
me like that.
point
So
and
I
click
did
genre.
scare you? Really?
Well, startled is more like it.
Oh.
But startled in a terrified kind of way. You really are very, very scary.
Don't talk down to me.
I really don't have any choice.
I saw you get out of that crypt. Does this mean that you're dead?
No, I was only faking.
Darn. I thought together we could walk among the living and spawn a new wave of terror throughout the Caribbean.
So what you're saying is that you only love me for my legs.
Oh, pick up Moe.
Hey.
Nah, it's alright. Alright, we'll look through the crack. Do we have a skeleton arm? Oh, we still have some skeleton arm.
I've got it.
Hey, what happened to the light?
Right, now we use...
Murray, do your stuff.
Okay. Mortal fool! Release me from this wretched tomb! I must be set free, or I will haunt you forever! I will hide your keys beneath the cushions of your upholstered furniture! And never more will you be able to find socks that match!
All right, hang on. I'm coming.
Great work, Murray.
I was terrifying, wasn't I? My demonic powers have made me omnipotent!
Uh-oh. Looks like the lantern ran out of oil.
There, it's open. Now shuffle off and give me peace.
There we go. But yeah, the Telltale games that I might have a go at is some of the Sam & Max ones, because I do like the original Sam & Max game. Right.
Well, Murray, are you ready to continue our heady adventuring? Murray? Where'd he go?
Right, hotel. And once again, we're dead.
Hi, guys. I've risen from the deepest recesses of the underworld. Your curiosity is overwhelming.
And death certificate. Oh, yes. Yeah. I think I remember playing it. Well, I did play it not too long ago, but I think the first time I played the original Monkey Island, I think it may have been when it was a DOS version, but it still needed at least 2 discs, I think. Actually, I need to go this way.
Welcome back to Mutual.
I don't remember.
Stan.
It was quite a while ago, but anyway, let's give Stan our death certificate and prove that we are in fact dead.
I'm cashing in this insurance policy. Give me a lot of money.
But this is a life insurance policy. You collect when the policyholder dies.
No, honest. I was dead for a really long time.
And you just got better?
Well, yes.
Do you have any proof of this miracle?
As a matter of fact, smart guy, I've got your proof right here. A death certificate.
Well, this must be some kind of mistake.
It's right there in high-res black and white. I died. Give me a lot of money.
It looks like I'm left with no choice but to acquiesce.
No, just give me my money.
That's what I mean.
Oh, thanks.
There we go, we now have a lot of money. Now we get to go to Skull Island. Nah, it's alright. I've also got other things
I'd like a ride out to Skull Island, please.
on the background as well. So
Never again dare that wretched fog without a compass. Once too often did I tempt fate. And just look what it did to my clothes. Just look at me. I'm soaked.
Well, you know, I just happen to have a compass right here.
Then, poor mortal, I will show you the way. Rough seas and untold dangers await you on the mysterious Skull Island.
I'm not afraid.
You will be. You will be.
time to go to Skull Island.
Even the bravest of men must dread the horror of this place. Steel your courage, boy, now, before you gaze upon the terrible, horrible face of Skull Island.
Skull Island.
That's a duck.
What are you talking about? Don't you see the skull?
This island doesn't look like a skull at all. It looks like a great, big, enormous duck. It should be called Duck Island.
Well, you see, you gotta squint and sort of turn your head and... Ooh, it's just so scary.
If you squint and turn your head, it looks like a bunny.
Well, anyway, see that light up there on the cliff face? That's Smuggler's Cave. It's run by King Andre, the greatest smuggler in the world. And his nefarious assistant, Cruff.
But how do I get up there?
You'll have to go to the top of the cliff.
Won't you be coming with me?
No, you must go alone. There will be someone there who will help you. But I warn you, beware of King Andre. He is as ruthless as he is bald. Good luck.
Thanks.
Oh.
Hello. Can you tell me how to find the evil smugglers of Skull Island?
Beats me. Oh, wait a second. I think I remember something about that at the orientation seminar. Let me think. The cave is halfway down this sheer cliff face. Climb on board this dumbwaiter. I'll lower you down.
It looks pretty rickety. Are you sure it's safe?
No. Never used it before, but I'm sure it can't be that dangerous. I'm a temp here. The usual elevator operator, Braunbeard, he's sick, so I'm filling in.
I guess that'll be okay. What's your name?
It's Lafoot.
Would you lower me down to the smuggler's cave?
Sure, I can do that. You must weigh no more than, say, 20 pounds, right?
Actually, more like 120.
Oh. Well, it can't hurt to try, right?
No, you're sure about this?
Oh, yeah. You don't look that heavy at all. Is that not tied securely? Here we go.
Okay, give me a little bit more slack.
Whoops.
Okay, that's too much slack. Ah!
There we go.
I have got so much money, it's almost embarrassing.
Well, hello. Let's talk, Mr.
Good soup. Wonton good soup.
Very well, Mr.
Hey, how did you know my...
It is my business to know who enters and leaves Skull Island. I am King Andre, and this is my associate Gruff. Were you looking for something in particular?
The Good Soup Family Diamond. LeChuck stole it, you bought it, I want it. Now. Please? Sir?
But we have so much quality merchandise here at the Pirates Club.
Our prices get lower every day.
Everything a pirate or pirate in training could possibly want is here for the right price.
You're evading the whole diamond issue.
The Good Soup Diamond is the centerpiece of my collection. The fantastic energy flowing through it is the key to all my power.
So, can I have it?
Of course you can't have it. Unless you were to give me something in return.
Maybe we could make a deal.
As you wish. You are a formidable opponent, Mr. Threepwood, but it looks as if our game of cat and mouse must cease. It is a perfect diamond, one of the largest I've ever seen.
I'll take it.
And so it comes with a very large price.
Enough with the hard sell. How much?
It will cost you an awful lot of money. Do you have that much?
Well, I have a lot of money.
Not enough. My partner is right. We can't give it to you for anything less than an awful lot of money. But perhaps we can make a deal. My partner and I are very fond of cards, poker in particular. How about a little wager? If you can defeat us at poker, you win the diamond.
Sounds fair.
Yes, fair.
Could you stop laughing like that? It's very unnerving.
So, Mr. Threepwood, the question is to you.
Broken Sword. I haven't played any Broken Sword games yet. I think they're on Steam. I think if they are on Steam, I probably have got them on my wish list, and so I will be playing them at some point.
Sounds fun. Deal me in, Baldy.
You will have to pay to enter the game.
Well, how much do I need?
Not very much.
Sure, I can handle that. This is a lot of money. I better only give them part of it.
Have you ever played poker before, Mr. Threepwood?
No. Would you believe this is my very first time?
Then I'll give you a brief explanation. The game is the simplest variety of 5-card stud. I deal 5 cards to each of us. We show our cards to each other, and the player with the best hand wins.
Well, how do I know what makes the best hand?
If you have any questions, just ask us. You do trust us, don't you?
Of course I trust you.
Very well. Let us begin.
Good cards. Daddy needs to lift the pirate curse.
Take a moment to look at your cards.
So we can, so we use that. Oh, wait.
5 of a kind.
There we go.
Right there. Not even you guys can beat 5 of a kind.
You're correct, Mr. Threepwood. We cannot beat 5 of a kind. The question remains, however, whether or not you can beat a pair.
A pair?
A pair of murderous smugglers.
Huh?
Us, Mr. Threepwood. I am talking about
I'll definitely look forward to playing them then.
Oh, I get it.
First, I'm just going through all the LucasArts games, which I remember first.
Now, gentlemen, let's not be too hasty.
I think one after this is, I'm playing will be.
You idiot! You blew out
I'll wait till they finish.
Not for long, you little.
Don't! Hit him, not me, you cretin!
Who are you calling a fool?
There he goes! Get him!
Got what I needed from the smugglers.
Good. Let us leave this place of evil.
Yeah, I think the one I'm playing after this is Indiana Jones and Fate of Atlantis, because I really like that one as well.
This work is too dangerous for me. I'm going to find a more stable, secure line of work. I hear there's still an opening for a chef on Scab Island.
Well, you'll be sorely missed.
I know, but my destiny lies out there, somewhere, beyond the rolling waves.
Farewell, good friend Welshman.
Right.
Oh, wait. Where'd you say Scab Island was again?
East by northeast. You can't miss it.
Thanks a bunch.
Ah, whoops. I forgot to tell him that a magnetized pin will only have compass-like properties for a short time.
Never mind. Right. Ooh, meanwhile...
Have you found her, you cadaverous canine?
Yeah, nope. Nope, she's not on Plunder Island, Captain LeChuck.
Then scour the seas, you ossified rats! Hunt them down, then bring them to me. Find me Guybrush Threepwood. It's with him that you'll find Elaine. Burn down every island in the Caribbean if you have to. But bring me my bride! And more slaw! Curse those villains! not slaw with these value meals.
Right. Up we go. Yeah. Doing the LucasArts ones first, so. Right. I think that's what we need to do. There we go.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear you come in. I was just... Charles? Charles de Goulash, is it really you?
Minnie! It's been so long.
Oh, Charles, it has. It has. You look so different.
Really? Why, you look exactly the same.
Oh, Charles, how you flatter me. Oh, but you must go now.
But why? Now that I've found you again after all these years.
What would our families say if they knew we were alone together on such a romantic night?
Minnie, this may sound rash, but I love you, Minnie Good Soup.
Oh, Charles, you mustn't.
Oh, I can't help it. I've always loved you. Do you hear? I've always loved you, Minnie, and I always will. Come away with me now.
Elope? Oh, but Charles, it just isn't done. Think of the scandal it would cause.
To heck with the scandal, Minnie.
Oh.
Marry me.
Oh, yes, Charles. Yes. 1,000 times yes.
Then kiss me, my love.
There we go. Right. Just double check my schedule. It's actually Broken Age next week, which I did start. I know it's not particularly good. Doesn't have a particularly good second half, but yeah. Then after that, I'll be playing Full Throttle. Then I'll be playing what's it? Indiana Jones. That's on the Sundays anyway. Monday, tomorrow, I'll be playing Command and Conquer. Because I figured that just to mix things up a bit, I'll be playing other games really. Meanwhile, Monkey Island again.
Another group of recruits for my army of the undead. Now, how goes the search for my bride-to-be? Where's Dingy Dog?
I found him! I found him! Yep. Oh, golly, oh, gosh. Yep, that's right. They're on Blood Island, sir.
Hit them.
Right. That on that.
It's a massive diamond engagement ring.
Can't remember what that was for. What was it for? Never mind. Yeah. I'll see some lights if you do follow me. Oh, there you go. Yep, cheers. Cheers very much for the follow. I do have my schedule actually posted on my Twitter, but I will pop it up at the end of the stream. So. Right. Diamond ring with Elaine. There we go. And smack.
Elaine, are you all right?
Guybrush? When?
Where are we?
You're okay. We're on Blood Island. LeChuck's ring had a terrible curse on it, but I put everything right. You're safe and everything's gonna be fine. Just fine.
Part 5, sorry. Yeah, these last two parts are quite short, so we'll be finishing off soon.
That be well spoken, pet. But save your breath, lass. You'll be needing it for when you scream, I do.
Where are we?
Don't you be remembering this place, Threepwood? 'Twas not long ago that I trapped ye here to suffer tortures most foul.
Wait, I can remember. I've seen this place before in some terrible nightmare.
'Twas no mere nightmare, Guybrush. Search your feelings. You know it to be true.
Oh no, it can't be. But it is. This is the Carnival of the Damned.
Aye, the Carnival of the Damned.
You fiend, why have you brought us here?
There be two reasons, you pathetic privateer. I be intending to torture and kill ye. And I'll be giving Elaine a treasure.
You're wasting your time, LeChuck. Elaine's love can't be bought.
Ah, but this be a very special treasure. This be the fabled treasure of Big Whoop.
Big Whoop?
Aye, the very pirate treasure you were searching for before I caught up with ye.
What's so special about the treasure of Big Whoop? Isn't it just like any other pirate treasure?
I see. Ye do not yet know the dreadful power that be Big Whoop.
I guess not.
Quake in fear, Threepwood, when I tell thee that Big Whoop be a damned portal to a demon netherworld.
Okay.
The treasures of Big Whoop be the very gates of hell themselves.
Yipe. But how will Big
A
Whoop
bit
make Elaine
story.
love you?
Elaine shall pass through the hoary gates of Big Whoop, just as I once did, down to the inky blackness of the infernal nether regions. For you see, Big Whoop gives those who pass through it the greatest gift of all, immortality.
But at what cost?
Cost? Granted, people may find me a bit unapproachable now, and the smell does take a while to get used to. But it'd be worth everything now that I have the power to make Elaine love me.
But if you kill Elaine, won't she hate you even more?
Aye, at first. But soon she'll be understanding what a grand gift eternal life be. And besides, the dating pool be surprisingly small when you're the living dead. She'll just have to give me another chance.
This whole amusement park, why?
The Big Whoop Carnival was my most brilliant idea. Once I had the power of Big Whoop at my command, I could make Elaine mine at last.
I see. But again, why an amusement park?
I'll be getting to that. I knew Elaine would need a little coaxing, and that I'd be needing an army. A horrible army of the undead.
Okay, but why an amusement park?
Are you going to let me finish? I'm not talking just to hear myself talk, you know.
You're right. I've been rude. Please, go on.
Everyone knows that the life of a seaman is a long, hard, lonely one. Sailors spend months longing for just a few days' leave. You know what they're looking for as soon as they get into port.
Yes?
A family-oriented fun park.
Oh, that. Of course.
They come to take a ride on the giant roller coaster, the Great Monkey Mountain. They reach the top of the highest peak, and then hands in the air, screaming like monkeys. They plunge down the slope into a great stream of lava.
That doesn't sound the least bit fun.
Aye, it's not. In fact, it's downright unpleasant. But when they reach the other side, they're fitting warriors for my skeletal army of the damned.
I've heard enough of your evil
Let's
stories.
get on with
Let's
it
get
now.
this over with.
But there'll be so many more horrible things I'd be wanting to tell you.
I'm not listening to you anymore. See, I'm ignoring you.
Ah, you'd better listen.
La 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 la, I can't hear you. La 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 la.
Very well, Threepwood. If you're going to act like a child, I'll help you get in the mood. I think you deserve a timeout, young man.
I regret nothing.
Right, open.
It's not locked. Your plan was flawless, LeChuck, except for one minor detail. That will be your downfall.
Right.
He's taking Elaine on his roller coaster of death. I've got to reach her before she becomes his undead bride. What's happened to me? Head foggy. Can't think. I'm swimming. Must concentrate and rescue Elaine. I've got to save Elaine. But how can I save Elaine when I'm just a little boy? Oh, if only I could think straight. Must clear my mind.
Welcome to the Big Whoop Carnival, little guy. Come on over here and meet your old pal Dingy Dog.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Right, let's talk to Dingy Dog first.
How can I win one of these fabulous prizes?
Well, that's easy, matey. If I can't guess your weight or your age, you get to pick what you want.
What's the catch?
There's no catch, it's just that easy.
I'll bet you can't guess how old I am.
Bet you I can. A little fearsome buccaneer like yourself must be 7 years old.
Ha! Wrong. I just so happen to be 20.
Well, do you have any proof for your old pal Dingy Dog?
You calling me a liar?
You bet I am.
I have my proof right here.
Scum Actors Guild membership card. Guybrush, Threepwood, age 20? I suppose you're right. Pick your prize.
We want the
Give
anchor.
me that anchor.
Well, take it away, son. Congratulations. Enjoy your stay here at Big Whoop.
Sadly, we're not taking
Look
Murray.
into your heart. I'm the prize you really want. What? You picked the anchor?
It's a really nice anchor, Murray. Sorry.
Right. I use the
I
anchor.
can't believe you picked that stupid anchor instead of me. Hey, what do you think you're doing?
I just want one of those pies.
Yeah? Well, I just want out of this stinking rat head. Life's tough, kid. Cope.
How do we fit in there?
What good is a dumb hunk of iron anyway? It's not even a real anchor. Hands off! I'm a real fucking skull. After all we've been through together. Get your mouth away from that cannon, kid. It's dangerous.
That first.
Get your mouth away from that cannon,
Try and talk
kid.
to you.
It's dangerous.
There we go.
You.
Yeah, kid, what is it?
What are you guys doing here?
It's Blow the Man Down, the most fun on the Midway. Hit the funny clown and win a fantastic prize. Watch the pies fly from the cannon with blinding speed and loud report. And if your aim is true, go home with your winnings. Join in the laughs with your happy sailor host Wharfrat and his pal Monty Meringue.
What flavor?
What?
What flavor are the pies today?
I don't know. Lemon meringue, I think. What kind of a stupid question is that?
I want to shoot the cannon. I want to shoot the cannon.
Sorry, little boy, you're too young. Blow the Man Down is for older kids.
That's discrimination. How do I know it really works if I can't see it go off?
Okay, kid, you want to see the cannon fire? Here we go.
Never mind.
You can try and get the anchor in there somehow.
Fine. Take the stupid anchor. You would have made a lousy undead monster anyway. Beat it!
No.
I'm going to wait for an owner who understands my need to bring fear and pestilence on the likes of you.
Now that's not very nice, little boy. Come on now, stop hitting your pal Dingy Dog.
Get out of here!
I'm not gonna warn you again, kid. You better cut that out. Yeah, you're really starting to bug me, kid.
If you value your life, mere
All right. That does it. You're going down, little punk.
Ow, he bit me.
Hey, give me back that hair, kid. You're
There we go.
ruining the suit.
Right.
What kind of snow cones do you have?
What kind of cones did you ask? Why, I have every kind imaginable. I have the most distinct type of snow cones in the world. In fact, my cones are so original, so inventive, and so unique that most are completely inedible. Let me list some for you. I have sweet cones, meat cones, cold cones, mold cones, bold cones with lime, cones with slime, veggie cones, wedgie cones, hedgy cones. I used some of my neighbor's edge in that one. Cones with spice, cones with lice, berry cones, hairy cones, dairy cones, and the Christmas, merry cones. So, what do you think of that?
I'd like a plain snow cone, please.
Okay, kid. Bye now.
Oops, my snow cone melted.
Hmm. Right. What have we got here? What's this?
Captain Nick's shaving soap. It must have fallen from the barber's supplies when the ship wrecked.
Oh, hey, that's the bottle from earlier.
That doesn't need to be lathered up. I don't think so.
Hmm. Oh.
I've got a pie pan full of
There
shaving.
we go.
Now it's a heavy pie pan.
What are you doing over there?
I found this pie, mister.
Huh? Oh, yeah, thanks, kid.
Shoot it, shoot it.
Not right now.
Oh, but I want to see the cannon fire.
Beat cheeks, half-pint.
Look, man, I pay your salary. You want me to tell LeChuck you've got unhappy kids running around here?
Okay, you little... Did you just hear something?
No.
Weird.
Maybe it's the acoustics of that smelly giant head.
Shut up, kid.
There we go.
Yoo-hoo, stinky Mr. Rat.
Hey, get out of there, you little punk.
What are you gonna do about it, vermin boy?
This'll teach you.
Alright. It's mostly just, well, luckily this bit is quite, first of all, hello Sammy, welcome to the stream, and yeah, it's just, if you play, just trying to remember, Get Pepper, then we have to.
I'll take that old
It's-
snow cone for you.
Thanks.
Yeah, I don't really remember how. Don't. It's for the most part. It's I. Well, I have played this game several times, and I did play it recently, so
I'd like a plain snow cone, please.
I played it. I think it was a couple of months ago, something like that.
Bye now.
Anyway, Pepper.
Peppery goodness. That meringue looks tasty. Ooh, hairy.
Eat. Yeah, I did play it a couple of months ago, and so it's still vaguely fresh,
helps, though.
which is the reason why I'm still a bit iffy on some of the bits. Luckily, this bit's a very short part, so it's very easy to remember. It's just the part 6.
Where are they?
Right, I need to pick up rope. Anything else here? No. Right, I need keg of rum.
Elaine! Ah, Freakwood is only you. Have you seen Elaine? She told me she was just going to powder her nose, and I haven't seen her since. I can't even believe it. I fell for that one again.
Now, the ending to this one I'm not all as keen on,
So I can flame broil.
because it's quite limited, really. I haven't got anything. Oh, need to go in here anyway.
Ouch! Ow!
Anything in this one? Here we go. Alright, need to cook that.
There. It's soaked in oil and probably highly flammable.
That.
Cool.
Now we have a bomb. I said, yeah, the ending to this one's quite. As you can see, it's very linear. Alright, now we just need to wait for LeChuck. There he is.
Ah, you again. If you've ridden me, Coaster, why haven't you been boiled in me molten pool of lava? Elaine must have fiddled with me controls and rerouted the tracks. Aye, she'll be the death of me yet. I mean, but curses if I can't help but love the little woman. Eat flaming death, Freakwood.
Uh-oh.
So now I have to wait till he comes back. I have to get back here now. Alright. Don't need to be here. Don't need to be here. Got to get back to the bomb. There we go.
Oh no, it's LeChuck.
Aye, Threepwood. It be me, your worst nightmare. You'll be sorry you ever set foot here on Monkey Island when I'm through with you.
Here we go. Here we go. And that's pretty much the end of the game. Now what I would like to do is play 4 and 5, but I have heard that Monkey Island 4 has the worst controls out of them, so I'm very reluctant out of it, but I haven't actually played either 4 or 5.
Run,
So,
mortal,
Murray.
but do not forget your arch nemesis Murray. Mark my words, I shall return to haunt you. Do you hear me? I shall return.
There we go. Yeah,
This is so unfair.
Monkey Island 4 has some of the very worst controls because they made it controller based, which doesn't make sense for a point and click. So yeah, I'm just going to see if I can quickly bring up my schedule. Image. New one. Maybe a bit too big there. It says very much. There's my schedule. Just make sure you can see it on stream. Yeah, ooh, that's a bit too. Yeah, that's what I'm doing for the rest of this month. So I'm playing Command & Conquer GDI missions tomorrow. Next week I'm playing Broken Age and then doing some doodling. Then Full Throttle, which I've never played, but I do have heard very good things about it. Then I'm playing Startopia, which I very much love. I'll be playing as much as I can with that. Week after that I'll be playing Indiana Jones Fate of Atlantis, which I have played, but it's one of them I may not be able to do it all in one session, so we'll see how that goes. Then I'm playing Cannon Fodder, which I have played before, but I'm not particularly good at. But yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of that now. So there we go. Let's see if I can raid somebody. I've never done raiding before, so I'll see if I can do it. Right, doodly-doo, stream manager, raid channel. We'll raid Blitz, who is playing War Thunder, which is another game which I do like. But yeah, we'll raid Blitz. So if you want to stick around, got 7 seconds. But yeah, hope everyone enjoyed and see you next time. So yeah, take care. Oh, I have to push that button, do I? So this is the first time I'm raiding, so yeah. Anyway, take care everyone, and yeah, I'll see you again next time. Bye bye now. I'll just give it a few minutes just to catch up.
going? All your game. Yeah, thank you so much for everyone listening. Oh, thank you for your follow. That's your world. SCGS world, sorry. Yeah, everyone doesn't know Gerald here does great art. Very cute, plushy like chibis. So yeah, go check them out. You're playing Monkey Island, right? Yeah, Monkey Island. Also, our thunder going? Oh, I hate it. I hate every second of it. But that's just part of the course. Yeah, that's exactly how it's going. That's exactly how it's going. I couldn't have put it better in words myself.